What's up, Peter? What's up, Alan? What's up, Chad? Good morning, good morning. Scans ain't looking too bad today. Definitely have lots of potential for today. I am wearing the infamous Relentless Trading red shirt, so you know what that means. That means I'm ready to get down to business today. I mean, I'm all business. Today is serious. Whenever RT says, whenever he wears the red shirt, it's like, it's going to be big green. It's going to be business. So that's how I feel today. You know, I'm ready to get down to the brass tacks here. I'm ready to get down to business. Feeling good. Scans aren't looking too bad. I think we have some good potential today. Definitely some good potential. All right, so is RELI the next penny stock pumper? Similar price action here as, what was that other one yesterday? I already forget. MBIO, yeah. So MBIO pre-market yesterday had a similar kind of leg here from 12 cents up to 42 cents. Same thing here with RELI here from 20 cents up to 75 cents. So is this the first leg? We see a bit of a consolidation here, and then the attempt red to green for the move up to $1 or $1. Good morning, Baha. Good morning, Drew. Chad, what's up? Let's fucking go. Cash Mash, good morning. Felipe, what's up? And Fulton, what's going on? What's going on? So, just a moment, I gotta There must be a cold going around, so hopefully I don't have to blow my nose like every 5 minutes. But yeah, what do we got here? We got new people in the building too, also. New people here. Zenger, what's going on? Dilshad and Mobile. I do not see any stock. I'm not sure what that means. Nerned? Is that an E or an R? Or an R and an N? Or is that an M? I don't know. Maybe I should expand this window here. I do not see any stock. Nemed. All right, let's go down the scans here. Leading gapper, RELI. This one is up 168%. 168%. I can already tell it's a small float because it shows the shares outstanding is 8.5 million. So we know if there's 8.5 million shares outstanding that the company has issued, that means the float has to be less than or equal to 8.5 million. And the reason why the float's usually smaller is because it does account for insider ownership and institutional ownership. So RELI, 8 million share outstanding. By the way, this is dilution tracker. I use this all the time to check the float and also potential dilution in progress and convertible shares, warrants, checking all that stuff. But that's not as important as just looking for the float and the shares outstanding. So 7.87 million share float on an 60-cent stock. On a 60-cent stock. This is completely different than a 7.8 million share float on a $10 stock. Both the traders would be like, okay, wow, great, low float. But this is even better as far as potential volatility today, because since it's a 50 cent a share or 60 cents a share stock, we're going to be able to turn the float so many times. And when you turn the float so many times, it gives you that potential for the huge move that we saw on MBIO. MBIO had 1 billion shares traded yesterday. A billion shares. That's with the B. And we turned the float 40 times. The float was 25 million shares. RELI is a fraction of that, 7 million shares. If we turn 1 billion shares in RELI, this thing could definitely go to, break $1, $2. Who knows? Honestly, who knows with this float? Because the market cap is 5.2 million as of yesterday. So as of today, maybe 10 million if you account for the price increase. So, I do like RELI. As for that, let's see if there's news catalyst. It does look like there is news. Okay. So it looks like Reliance Global Group announces pending acquisition of Spetner Associates, expected to close in second half, projected to double annual revenue. So it does say it's an acquisition catalyst, which usually is hit or miss. So that's kind of working against it. However, it does say that it's projected to double annual revenue to 28 million, which I guess is the good part of the catalyst. Usually acquisition, I rarely see acquisitions news catalysts like causes a stock to go soaring. Like we're talking like 100, 200, 300% or more. But who knows? Because we do see that it's projected to double annual revenue. Maybe traders will be more interested in that. So we'll see. I don't want to hype up RELI too much, or get too excited, because you really never know what's going to happen. The market always gives us curveballs. Sometimes it looks great, and it completely just dumps and never gives us any opportunity. And sometimes it doesn't look good at all, and then at the open it just absolutely just takes off and it's just gone. But so we never really know what's going to happen. So NLSP is the next one here on the scan, up 136%. Another penny stock. This one looks like a little bit of a larger float. Let's see if there's news on it. If there's any news, it would have been yesterday, because that's when it started to pop up. But I do not see any news yesterday. So it looks like no news. Maybe just sympathy off of MBIO. Perhaps. The float on NLSP is 25 million. Yeah. NLSP, I don't really know why it's up. I don't know if you guys know if there's any catalyst on it. It looks like we did clear out this level here. I'm not sure if it's going to go any higher, to be honest with you. It's not driven by news right now, unless there's something in the background that we don't know about. So NLSP, not my main watch here for the open, but I will put an alert over about 42, 43 over VWAP. If we can hold over these previous highs, these previous like pivot points, then I'd probably look for that move through 45, and maybe we'll see something up to 50 if it gets up there. But I'm not even going to look at it until it gets up there. Never know, a lot of the hot pre-markets end up being duds for the day. Yeah, that's also very true, man. Like sometimes pre-market looks great, and then the market's cold. The market's cold after they open. But ASNS, I think we traded this not too long ago. This is a small float. ASNS showing a 4.7 million share float. So nice small float there, $2.53. Good morning, Trap Trader. What's going on? And do we have news on it? Okay, so it skyrockets 110% pre-market after new partnership boosting service to U.S. government agencies. Not too bad of a catalyst. Not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like it definitely traded it on this day. Yeah, this day it moved from 50 cents to $6.39. This was overnight, though. This was overnight, so that you can't capture. This is hard to capture. This is at 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 1 to 4 in the morning. So most traders missed this and ended up trading, you know, the chop here. But is this just a small dead cat bounce, or is this, you know, the start of a bigger move, you know, back to those previous levels? That's the big question. That is the big question. Let's see if I can pull up the daily. So the 1 year, so the 200 EMA is at $1.25 or so. So that's not going to come into play. The 180 days at $1.15. So we're above the 200 EMA on the daily. Well, actually, that's the level we're bouncing off of, which is a good sign. I'm not sure if the news catalyst is how strong it is. It's just very vague. It just says new partnership boosts service to U.S. government agencies. There's no other detail than that. Next stock here on the scan. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you drop that like button. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd love to be part of the community. For SNOA, we are also up 69% with no news. 69% no news. So looks like a lot popping up. Like my scan's pretty thick here. We got 200%, 150%, 100%, 70%, 55%, 30%, 20%, 20%. But a lot of like stocks just popping up on no news. Yeah, so this scanner is a Thinkorswim scanner. It's completely free if you have Thinkorswim with Charles Schwab. And I do have videos posted on how I set up my pre-market scanner and also my other scanner for the market open. So I have two separate scanners two separate parameters that I have set up. This one here is my pre-market, which only works pre-market, and then I have one for the market open. Yeah, I do have videos on that, how I set that up. It's very easy. So, man, I don't know what I'm going to look at here at the open. We have nothing that's like kind of super obvious. I guess RELI looks the most obvious. MBIO is not in a terrible area here. We did hold up all these levels. Very strong move yesterday. Very strong, kind of just all day run from 12 cents up to $1.33. That's crazy. Holding this, wow, that's crazy. I did not put these levels here today. I put them from yesterday, from here. So that's how you know my technical analysis is on point here, because I put this here before the price even got to this point. I put this here like pre-market yesterday, before the stock even made the move. And look what happened. We come up, resistance, pull back, come up, resistance, pull back, breakout, come up, next resistance, pull back, finding support, previous levels, coming back up, breaking out, finding resistance at that level, a little bit overshot there than I anticipated, but now, you know, finding support again in that area and getting trapped in that range there. So, you know, that's how you know you're drawing the correct levels, is when you do pull up the levels and the price is already kind of respecting it in hindsight. So that's how you know you can kind of trust your technical analysis moving forward. And it does take, you know, it does take a while to kind of get to that point. It does take a while to get to that point. You're not gonna, you know, be the master of technical analysis on month 1 or year 1. You know, it may take a little bit, you know, to find out where exactly you're gonna put your trend lines, where exactly you're gonna put your support and your resistance lines. But it seems like, you know, I was correct here yesterday. So hopefully, you know, we can hold up this area. If we do break below, it's okay. And if I see, you know, you do break below 90 into the 80s, I want to see a quick reclaim, because that would be bullish. That would be bullish if we break below previous support and then reject that continuation to the downside. That's bullish. It's potential reversal. So, you know, if it does come below 90, you know, I want to give it some time to see if it will reverse, and then look to get in if I see a signal, or if I see buying coming in, or bottoming tail, or high volume coming in with the bottoming tail for a red to green candle. And then maybe you're seeing the rip back up. Also, we could see at the open, maybe just, you know, at the open, we just see a fat green candle up to 110, 120. In that case, I need to be in for the break of the pivot, which we have a pivot here at 110. We also have a pivot here at 118, 119. So, you know, ideally I want to be in here before 110. Otherwise, if we pop up, let's say, to 120, 122 on the first green candle, I don't want to chase too high. I don't want to chase too high, because at the open, you have so much volume, so much volatility. What are the chances that, you know, we're going to have that sustained demand from $1 a share all the way up to $1.20 a share, and then me, you know, getting in too high at $1.20 on the first green candle, thinking it's going to go another 10 or 20 cents. It's likely not going to happen because of that high volatility at the open. That's why a lot of times at the open, you know, you'll see, you know, it may show a huge green candle, but if you try to chase that move, it'll whip back down, and then it comes down to the downside, extends down to the downside. And it's very volatile, very tough to capture. It's definitely best not to chase moves at the open, because you don't get that sustained, a lot of times you don't get that sustained demand to continue in that direction, at least for the first few minutes, So, you know, at the open, you know, you're looking for quick scalps, you know, looking for quick price action scalps, quick range scalps. That's kind of what I look for. But it's a little bit tougher to capture without the Dash Trader platform, which is still not live, or about, you know, a week and a half late. In case Charles Schwab is watching my stream, where is it at? You know, what's going on here with the Dash Trader platform? You guys said it would be live a week and a half ago, and it's still not live, which makes it a little bit tougher to scalp at the open, because Charles Schwab likes to have those slow, laggy orders for the first few minutes of the open, which makes it very difficult to manage your risk. It makes it difficult to get in and out quickly and at the price that you want. So kind of not really as active at the open because of that, which is unfortunate. So Charles Schwab needs to work on that, because, you know, they're about a week late, to a week and a half late. Let's see, here we go. Can you have an updated scanner video, bro? Yeah, I can do an updated scanner video. Tomorrow off day. Yes, that's right. Tomorrow is Juneteenth. To commemorate the end of slavery, Juneteenth, tomorrow, there will be no market. Will be closed. The market will be closed on Juneteenth. So, you know, obviously no recap video, no live stream. Just a nice break in the middle of the week. Who knows? You know, that could be good. That could be good. Just to kind of rest up halfway through the week. My order was floating at the open again yesterday. It flattened. It filled me a second later. Had a price, shaking my head. No more opening trades for me for a while. Yeah, Chad, I know what you're talking about. It happens to me. Has been happening with me with Charles Schwab since the transition over to Charles Schwab. And it just seems that maybe their processing power is not as strong as TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade did have that issue during COVID, because the COVID market was just so so volatile, so much volume. We did see the floating orders with TD Ameritrade, but because the COVID market set the bar so high with the amount of orders, eventually, over a couple months or a year or so, TD was able to improve their systems to be able to handle that level of volatility. Now, Charles Schwab has never really experienced that because they didn't have like an active day trading, platform that everyone used. So they don't know what to really expect when the market's really hot and there's a lot of volume. Their processing power is just not suitable yet for it. So until we start to complain a lot about it, and they receive hundreds and hundreds of calls of people saying that they're floating order, I want my money back, I hit the buy button at this price, I hit the sell button at this price, I need to get filled there, I'm not putting up with these floating orders anymore. Until we start to do that, they're not going to improve their system. So we got to make sure that we're holding them accountable as a broker, because they're making money off of selling our payment for order flow. They're selling our information to corporations or banks, market makers, and hedge funds, and that's how they're making their money. So we got to hold them accountable. So if they're not filling us at the right price, or if they're fudging the numbers, laggy orders, we definitely have to get that fixed. And that's the only way they're going to fix their system and improve their system. It's because they're going to get tired of us calling them to fix their orders, and they're going to be like, oh my god, we're losing all this money, blah blah blah. So yeah, and also make sure you're recording your screen as well, because that's also a huge backup. If they don't believe you, sometimes they'll say like, oh yeah, like on our end it looks like you got filled at the right place, right price at the right time. There's nothing we can do for you. In that case, you send them the video showing exactly what happened, and they have no rebuttal to that. They can't do anything about that. That's the proof is right there. So that's why it's also important to record your screen for situations like that. Does DAS make the executions faster at the open? Yeah, I find that in my experience, they haven't gone live yet with DAS Trader, but my experience so far, since before the transition from TD Ameritrade, when I was using DAS, like I was able to get in and out, no lag, no floating orders, nothing, with DAS Trader very quickly. Volume didn't really affect the speed of execution or any floating orders. But who knows? Like I hope, like it may all be different after it goes live with Charles Schwab. So I'm ready. I'm ready for when that goes live and seeing if it's all the same. I hope it's all the same. I hope there's no difference. Because if there's a difference, then I might as well just I don't know. I just hope we're not going to get those floating orders. My statistics show I make the most money at the first minute of the open. My highest profitable time in the market is 9:30. Literally the opening candle. That's when I make the most money. So if I can't trade that, that's a major, that's a major adjustment that I'm going to have to make. New Way is knife, not a good option. New Way, let's take a look here at New Way. I know you guys are calling that out. We got about 3 minutes here to the open as you guys are tuning into your own trading and dialing in and checking out of the stream. Make sure you drop that like on the way out and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, New Way, not looking too good here. Low volume, no news, not going to watch it. MiG11 is our new subscriber. Thanks for joining the community. MiG11, you can get involved with the Discord down with the link in the description. So that is our new subscriber, MiG11. What's up? RELI. Yeah, so RELI looking good here so far. Looking the best here. RELI looking the best. 47 million shares of volume already traded on a 7 million share float. So that's roughly 6 times. We roughly traded the float already 6 times. And the market's not even open yet. The market is not even open. Where is this? I don't remember putting this here. So let me delete that. Do not remember putting that there. But let's say RELI dumps at the open. Let's say RELI dumps at the open, and I pull up a different stock. I'm gonna put this alert here in case I'm not looking at this stock and it decides to do the red to green move. That way, I get the alert and I can quickly move over here to RELI and maybe I can catch the move before the breakout. If that happens, sometimes that happens. It looks great, it dumps at the open, and then I'm looking at something else. I'm pulling up a different stock, and then 3 minutes later, I pull up RELI. I look over at RELI. It's at like $1 a share. That's happened so many times. So that's why I put these alerts so that I can get alerted before the big move. So that way, maybe I can jump on the momentum before the huge move is already over. So RELI probably looking the best here. It's got news. I mean, it's not moving on no news, which is definitely better than some of these stocks that have no news just kind of popping up. So RELI kind of my main watch here for the open. So good luck. We got about 30 seconds here. Good luck. Stay calm, cool, and collected. And I'll catch you guys later.